Hare Krishna. Guard against the impulses of the senses with the vigilance of the intelligence. The Upanishads give a chariot body metaphor to explain the working of the soul in the body mind mechanism. Normally, for explaining the body, soul and body interaction, we use the example of the car and the driver. Now, this is an introductory example to illustrate the point of how the activator of the body is different from the body. The driver is different from the car, but specifically how the soul interacts with the body, for that the chariot body mechanism is a little more illustrative. So here whereas in the car driver mechanism the soul is the driver, in the chariot body analogy the soul is the passenger, soul is the warrior, and the person driving the car is the intelligence. The person driving the chariot is the intelligence. And whereas the car runs on simply on fuel, the chariot runs the senses. See, so the point here is that these horses themselves are alive. So normally the senses, the mind, intelligence, they are all considered insentient. But here they are alive because they are also filled with residual power, residual energy based on their past conditionings. Just like a computer has default programs, like that the senses and the mind and the intelligence, they also have default programs. So the are horses have a life of their own, have a mind of their own, we could say, and they can pull the chariot in a direction entirely different from what the passenger wants to go. And what will ensure that the horses go where the passenger wants to go is the charioteer's vigilance. The charioteer has to know from the passenger where the passenger wants to go, and the charioteer has to have the strength and the expertise to take the horses in that direction. The senses have impulses. Impulses means that the senses run here, there and everywhere, and they just get an idea on the spur of a moment. We just get a thought. I see something to eat, I want to eat it, and I want to eat it now. We smell something and I want to enjoy this right now. So the senses often operate with impulses. And just like the horses, they may see something attractive and they say, I want to go there. And the horses may just steer off track and they can take the whole chariot off track. So now when the horses start going off track, at that time it is the charioteer who needs to bring them under control. Now if we compare 5 horses and the charioteer, the 5 horses combined are much stronger than the charioteer. But the charioteer has a mechanism and the charioteer has to have the skill by which the charioteer can control the 5 horses. So the strength of the charioteer is not physical strength, it is the skill, the expertise. Similarly, the intelligence needs to have that skill, that expertise to control and direct the senses. And one aspect of the skill of the intelligence is vigilance. If the intelligence is not vigilant, if the charioteer is say sleeping at the job, then the horses will be slipping out of control. So similarly, if our intelligence is not alert, if our intelligence is complacent or lethargic, then the senses will take us in an unhealthy direction without our understanding also. So the vigilance of the intelligence is extremely important. It is by the vigilance of the intelligence that we can stay on the right track and avoid being pulled away by the senses. And Krishna talks about in the Bhagavad-gita that pravrittim cha nivrittim cha karyakarye bhayabhaye bandham moksham cha yavetti buddhi sa partha satviki. So he says, How does one know what is the right intelligence? He says, when one understands, okay, this is to be done, this is not to be done. This will cause bondage, this will give liberation. Then when one, that intelligence that is alert, that is aware, Vyetti, one who knows, that is intelligence in the mode of goodness. So we need such intelligence in the mode of goodness, and for that we need to nourish our intelligence regularly with scriptural study. So just as when the intelligence, the charioteer is alert, chariot can ensure that the horses go in the right direction. Similarly, when our intelligence is vigilant, the vigilance of intelligence will curb the forces, the impulses of the senses. Thank you.